What if I told you the next iPhone you buy might not say made in China anymore? Instead, it might say made in India. Yes, the land of Bollywood biryani and billionaires is now Apple's new manufacturing darling. But why? And how did India, once a mere market for Apple, suddenly become its factory floor? Let's uncover the story behind this billion-dollar shift. The big tech shuffle. For decades, China was the king of tech manufacturing. Cheap labor, efficient logistics, mega factories, it was unbeatable. But cracks began to appear. Rising wages, strict lockdowns during COVID, and a brewing political Cold War with the US. Apple needed a backup plan, a second factory floor. And guess what? That's when India entered the spotlight with full swag. Chapter 1. Apple's billion-dollar bet on India. In 2023, Apple assembled over one in every 7 iPhones in India. That's $14 billion worth of iPhones. Not bad, right? Foxconn, Apple's biggest supplier, has already dropped over $1.5 billion to build a mega campus near Bengaluru. We're talking about a 300-acre complex and 50,000 new jobs in just a few years. Apple has now moved 7% of its total global iPhone production to India, and that number's only going up. Apple wants India to handle 25% of all iPhones by 2025. That's huge. Chapter 2. The big reasons behind the shift. Why India? Well, for starters, labor here costs less than 1/3 of what it does in China. India has the world's youngest workforce, with over 65% of its population under age 35. That's nearly 1 billion people ready to work, innovate, and build. Skilled engineers. Oh yeah, India produces 1.5 million engineering grads every year, more than the US and China combined. Plus, India is not just a factory anymore. It's a market. Apple saw double-digit sales growth in India last year and opened its first retail stores in Mumbai and Delhi in 2023. Chapter 3. China's setbacks and geopolitical drama. Let's be honest, China made this easier for India. COVID lockdowns shut down Apple's largest iPhone factory in Zhengzhou. That cost Apple $1 billion per week in lost iPhone 14 Pro sales during the 2022 holiday season. Meanwhile, the US and China kept arguing over tariffs, chips, TikTok, you name it. Apple wanted to reduce its China dependency, and India offered a sweet escape. Chapter 4. What experts and Apple execs say. In a 2023 earnings call, Tim Cook said, India is a major focus for us. He even visited India and called it an incredibly exciting market and manufacturing base. On the Economic Times morning brief, Apple analysts discussed how India's logistics have improved by over 30% in just 2 years, and government policies have made manufacturing frictionless for global players. Chapter 5. India's $300 billion tech dream. Here's the vision. India wants to become a $300 billion electronics manufacturing hub by 2026. That includes smartphones, laptops, and maybe even the future Apple Vision Pro. It's not a pipe dream. India's production-linked incentives give foreign firms cashback of up to 6% of sales, a golden ticket for companies like Apple. Also, let's not forget, Apple has hired over 120,000 Indians indirectly through its supply chain in just the past 3 years. And young entrepreneurs? They're learning by watching design, logistics, scaling straight from the masters. Chapter 6. Lessons for young entrepreneurs. So what can you learn from all this? Whether you're 16 or 60, Apple's India story teaches us 3 things. Adapt to change. Apple moved fast when China stumbled. Bet big but smart. It tested India for years before scaling. Go where growth is, and right now growth is in India. Young creators, engineers, and dreamers in India are watching global giants come here to build. This could be your chance to learn, build, and become the next big thing. So, is India the new China for Apple? Well, it's already halfway there. And if this momentum continues, we might soon be holding iPhones designed in California and proudly made in India. If you enjoyed this story, drop a like, hit subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what do you think about this shift? Can India truly become the world's tech factory?